it's just Jada, and I am back with another video. And today's video is definitely going to be something a little bit different. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I am going to be telling you guys how I made $1,000 in 1 week driving UberEats. I'll give you guys, I guess, the startup information of this all. So UberEats is basically a delivery service, simply put. It's where people can go to order food and have it delivered pretty much anywhere that has an address, okay? When you first sign up for Uber, they ask you questions like your name, your address, your phone number, your social security number, and they also ask you about like the car that you drive and whether or not you have insurance. So you have to upload all of that information. Once all of that information is uploaded, I'm assuming that they do some kind of background check of some sort just to authenticate your information and to make sure you are who you say you are, you have insurance, and all of that good stuff. Once I signed up, I still didn't like drive right away because I wasn't really sure. I still wasn't really sure, and I wasn't really sold on the whole like, let me drive around and deliver people's food, because I'm just like, this is probably gonna be crazy, something's gonna happen, and I was just thinking the worst. Well, around the time that I signed up, it was right when the coronavirus stuff started happening. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to make money, how money's going to look. Am I going to get fired? Who knows? Well, I can't get fired because I work for myself. But anyways, I'm like, I don't know. So I get in my car one day when everything's going on. I'm like, I just need to clear my head. Let me go ahead and just drive UberEats. So it was so simple. It was so simple, guys. So pretty much, you have an app, you have a driver's app, and on the driver's app, it has like an online button. So the only thing you do, you click online, and then it's gonna give you a radius, normally like the radius of where you live. So I live in a city in Michigan, so it gave me a radius of just that particular, the city that I live in. Now, normally when you're driving, they will never send you somewhere that takes over 15 minutes to get to as far as the restaurant, and over 15 minutes to get to as far as the address, because they're keeping in consideration like how long is it going to take to deliver these people's food, and is it still going to be hot? So there's that. So if you're afraid like they're going to send you way across town, like they're never going to do that. It's going to be it's normally 15 minutes max as far as the restaurant goes, and 15 minutes max as far as like the person's house goes. Okay, so I turned it on, and I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to do. Basically, it just popped up. I had my app open, and then when somebody requests food, it just alerts you right away. Like, boop, pops up, and it says like the person's name, what restaurant they're going to, how far it is, and the approximate amount of money that you're gonna get. Now, when you're doing this, don't say, oh, I'm not gonna pick up this food because I'm only gonna make $4, so I'm going to decline it. Like, no. The money's gonna add up. The money is going to add up. So you want to pretty much accept everything that is coming your way. Everything that comes up, you want to accept it, because that's how you're gonna see your money add up, and it's gonna add up really quickly. So I accepted the first place. It has a, what do you call it? A map or a GPS on there that will guide you the quickest way to get to the restaurant, as well as the quickest way to get to the person's house. So I'm following the directions. I get to the restaurant, and all you have to do is tell them like, oh, I'm with UberEats, and I'm here to pick up food for Jane. And then there's normally like a code underneath the person's name that they may ask for. You pick up the food, you put it in your car, and then you hit the slide bar where it says like delivering, or you know, you're en route to deliver. Now it's going to take you from the restaurant to the person's house. Now I would advise, if you have a bag or if you can afford to buy one, buy an insulated bag. You want to care for these people's food like you would care for your own food, and that's just the bottom line. If you don't care about people, if you don't like people, don't even worry about it. Exit out the video, don't worry about it. I work in customer service, I work in service, I'm a cosmetologist, I love people, I care about people genuinely. So yeah, I had an insulated bag. I put all of their items inside the bag, so I'm not breathing on their food, so their food is not getting cold along the way. You get to the person's house, and then you can either let them know through text, like, oh, I've arrived, and they have like automated text in the app, or you can just go up to their door, knock at their door, ring the doorbell, and leave the food there. However, there are times where the people will have special instructions, which will be under their name. They will text you and say, hey, I want you to leave my food here. Hey, don't ring my doorbell, my baby is asleep. So you want to make sure you're following those specific directions when you're delivering, because that's how you're going to get your things like tips. That's how you're going to get your thumbs up that you're a good driver and you're good, you're a good delivery driver and all of those things. So then there's that. I'm going to go ahead and get into how you're really able to monetize on this. The very first day that you go driving, you want to have a really open mind and you want to have a free open day, because you want to see, hey, is my area ordering a lot of things in the morning? Is my area ordering a lot of things in the afternoon? Or is my area ordering a lot of things in the evening? And the second reason you want to find this out is because they have what's called surges, where they may pay you an extra $1.25, an extra $50 on your trips if you're delivering within a certain time frame. 5 to 9, 8 to 12, whatever, drive all the way downtown and then turn on my app. No, you want to turn on your app when you're at home, so you can kind of stay close, especially if, gas is a factor, the mileage on your car, like how many miles do you want to put on your car? All of those things, you want to keep that into consideration. So I always start my app at my apartment, okay? The goal with this is, you want to be aware of your time. You want to be aware of getting to the restaurant in a timely manner, as well as delivering their food in a timely manner. I'm also being aware of the surges. That's also additional money. Also, dress nice. Don't come out the house with pajamas on. People are going to be like, oh my God, my food's been sitting in the car with these people that look like they've been in their bed all day. Put on some clothes, not like, you don't have to be dressed up or like looking sexy or anything like that. Just dress as if you were going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, dress as if you were going to the store. So like a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, or a sweater and a pair of jeans, or like a button up like this and a pair of pants or a pair of leggings or whatever. Just something that makes you look presentable. Also, when you first set up your Uber account, they're going to ask you to take a picture. Make sure you look nice when you take your picture. People are very judgmental. Unfortunately, it's the world that we live in. But have a nice demeanor about yourself. Brush your hair, put on a little mascara if you want, a little chapstick, make sure your skin is moisturized. Take a nice picture with a clear background. Also, they're going to ask a little bit about yourself. Those wonderful things that you love about yourself, put that on the forefront. Like me, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I'm a student. I put that first to let them know this is for me to make extra money to take care of my family, as well as to better myself and just have those extra funds. So put those things out. It's okay to talk about yourself. It's okay to put your successes out there. Like, hey, I'm an entrepreneur or whatever. People see that and it resonates with them and they can relate to it, and they're like, oh, this person's an entrepreneur. Let me throw them a little $6 tip or a $10 tip or whatever the case may be. You just never know. A lot of the money that I made within that first week came from tips. One day I made $190 in tips. I'm not lying to you guys. $190 in tips. And I'm sure it's because I looked a certain way. I was presentable. I had people, their food on time. Their food was hot. I delivered it the way that they wanted it delivered. And I really paid attention to details. Attention to details is really your big thing. You don't want to just not look at your app, not read their messages, not reply to their messages, because they will send you messages while you're driving and you have automated messages you can send back. Use those, send the message back and let them know that you acknowledge them. It's really, really easy to make this kind of money on Uber Eats. Like, no joke. I'm going to probably insert a picture somewhere in here that shows the amount of money that I made in the first like 3 days, and I think it was $396. So that should tell you right there, the way you look and how you carry yourself matters in the delivery industry, if that makes any sense. Now, I can't say that it's like this everywhere or it's busy everywhere. I can't tell you that. I just know from the city that I live in, this is kind of what's to be expected, okay? I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Because honestly, it was so simple. I was really surprised, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I know, like, for me as an entrepreneur, I find it very hard to work an hourly job. I'm a student as well, so I don't have all of this time to sit and try to make $100 a day. Like, the typical job, you're not making $100 a day. If you work an 8-hour shift at like $12, you're not gonna make $100 a day. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get kind of creative in ways to make money, and this is just one of those ways that really, really worked well for me, so I wanted to share with you guys. I'll probably come back with a follow-up video just because at this time coronavirus is going on, so people are still ordering, but not necessarily as much. It's such a good way to make money. I'm very appreciative of this, especially during this time. I am a hairstylist and makeup artist. I am not able to work, so this is basically the one thing that's keeping me afloat, and it's really a blessing because sometimes we as people don't realize how blessed we are and how fortunate we are to have the jobs that we have and to be able to do things like pay our bills on time and, go places and buy things that we want to buy. So it's a humbling experience, and it's also a blessing all in the same breath. So I really hope that I helped you guys out a little bit with this. If you have any questions, definitely comment down below. I will try to answer them as quickly as possible. I am no way like getting paid for this to put this information out here. I just simply want you guys to know, just in case you're in a similar situation, and just you're trying to find a way to make some extra money. So thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely subscribe so I can update you guys on like how much money I make in the future, just because things may change once everybody is back working, and you can probably make more money. So definitely subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone that you know may need this information. Share it with as many people as you can. I appreciate it so much, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.